Oh, right. So we're out here. I know you're thinking, but it's been like 9, 10 days since you posted a video. You clearly don't care about me, Red Clay Traveler. Well, here's the thing. That's not the case. I love you deeply. Okay? Deeply. Deep. All right? I've been traveling a lot. I've been working a lot. I've got to go out of town tomorrow. I'll be going to Nashville, Louisville, Chicago, and then I've got to go to Wisconsin. All right? And I'm excited. This is my excited face. See, I'm excited. Anyway, but before I leave, I wanted to get out a video, and I'm going to make you a long one, all right? Because it's going to be like a week and a half probably before I'm even back. So I'm gonna make you a good one. Okay, I'm gonna make it a long one. There's going to be a little bit of everything for you. All right, we're going to do a little bit of stuff to the CJ5 real quick because I got some parts in and some nifty things that I want to try on it. And then I'm going to tell you a little story before we do that. A little story. So, as you know, I had the two-wheel drive Willys for sale for just a little bit. And by the way, side note, I came over here completely without my tripod of any kind. So I'm just going to Blair Witch it for you and hold it with my shaking hand like I'm a 90-year-old man. And I hope that you're okay with that. Anyway, back to the story. As you know, I had the two-wheel drive Willys. That sick unit right there. I had it for sale for a little while. It's not for sale anymore. All right. But it was for a brief period. And I forgot to tell y'all this. I think I forgot to tell you. Maybe I did. I don't know. Anyway, I had this no account simpleton, all right, write me on Facebook, all right, to inform me. He just took it out of his day, just felt like he needed to tell me that this truck is not as good as any other Willys because it's two-wheel drive. That a Willys truck is supposed to be for driving mountain roads and for four-wheeling, and that if it's two-wheel drive, it's worth nothing. Yeah, that's what he just, he's just sitting there in his underwear eating Cheetos, and he's like, you know what? I'm going to just, write a short little message to this guy that I don't know and force my opinion upon him for no apparent reason. So, generally, I don't respond to this, but I was in a mood this day when he wrote me this, and so I said, at what point did I do anything that would have indicated to you that I give a damn about what you think a two-wheel drive Willys truck is worth? I don't recall seeking this man's opinion on what he thinks that this sick unit that is rare as hen's teeth, period, and even rarer in this kind of condition. I don't recall seeking out this man's simple-minded, childlike, elementary, juvenile opinion about what this truck's worth, okay? This is the kind of stuff you got to deal with when you're a Willys man, okay? You just people writing you, saying stupid crap, and it's just exhausting. This truck is sick, it's badass nasty, all right? And I feel bad that it's sitting down here in the rain because it's just, I don't have anywhere to put it right now, but it's going to be in the shop fairly soon. After we do the stuff to my brother's truck, this truck's coming back in the shop, and we're going to start working on it. And we're going to get some of that stuff to coat it to seal this sick patina because it's sick. This little bit of surface rust, this ain't nothing. Ain't worried about that. We can get that off. It's just the areas that have, not 6 layers of paint that are getting a little bit of surface rust on it. But that's okay. It's all right. As to the patina. Main thing we want to protect is the sick action back here. But anyway, I thought y'all might enjoy that little story, little side note here about just people, because I've never once have I ever wrote somebody that I didn't know, or people that I did know, and be like, you know what you're selling is trash, and nobody wants it. I don't want it. And nobody's gonna want it. Okay, just why? Just go back down to your mother's basement and breathe through your mouth like an animal. Okay, don't be writing me, telling me that this you just look at it. Look at it. It's gorgeous. Okay, this is get it. All right. Anyway, so what are we doing to the CJ5? We're doing a little couple things. So The tail lights are working fine right now. Apparently they only go out when it's dark, which is nice. You know, you don't need brake lights and stuff, or running lights when it's dark. So it's nice that it only does it when it's dark. During the day, it's fine. It's just not in the mood during the day. So it hasn't done any of that crap again. So clearly I scared it into submission. We do have a leaf spring hanger in the back that's being held by one bolt and the remnants of another bolt. I bought this fancy tool, and I'm going to see if that's going to work. It's probably not, but I want to try it. I got a valve cover gasket, and we might pop the valve cover off of it. I don't know. We'll have to see. And also, I've got something else, I think. I can't remember. There were several things I need to do to it. I need to get the long tie rod end that goes on the passenger side of it. I need that because the steering is just a little, it could be tighter, okay? It could be a little better, all right? But regardless. And it's a beautiful rainy day here in England because it just, because I was going to film something, it decided to start raining. So that's nice. Some rain off of a hurricane, or as my grandmother would say, a hurricane. All right. But yeah, look at that. Look at that unit right there. I know. I said that I wasn't going to show the CJ5. Well, you're seeing the CJ5 again. All right, and you're going to like it. All right. And then you're going to see that Willys and that Willys. I'm going to show you all my Willys. See, look right there. See that? That's my Willys over there. I got another Willys over there. Yeah. But, yeah. Oh, I've been working on the truck that I drive out of town. I showed y'all in the last video. I've been working on it. I had to pull the bed off of it, change the fuel pump, because as much as I love GM, they're not any good at making fuel pumps. And so that was fun. That was pleasant. I enjoyed that. It's just been, usual stuff. There's a rat living in here the size of Nantucket Island. I like to think it's the rat that jumped out of the Willys truck in that video from like 8 months ago. It very well could be. I don't know. But we got some poison out for it because this rat's chewing everything. It's eating wires. It's chewing my brother's leather hammer that he had over here. Like, just, this is what the rat did. Take a look at this. Look at what the savage did. This is a good leather hammer. And look at this savage animal get in here and just shoot it all to hell. Look at that. What kind of animal does that? In its fecal matter, looks like a greyhound, so it's of substantial size. Yeah, we're going to pop the old CJ5 up in here for a second. See what's going on with it. But yeah. Are y'all happy to see my stupid face? I hope you are. I'm hoping once I get some of this traveling out of the way, I'll be able to start putting videos back on more regular like. We've done really good with subscribers here lately. I think we're almost at 930, which is good. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. All right. And as you all know, when we get to 1,000, we're doing a giveaway. There's going to be sickness. It's going to be a sick giveaway. It's going to be sick. But what else is going on? When I get back from this trip, I really want to. This is really difficult without the tripod, by the way. There we go. Switch it over here. When I get back from this work trip, I want to go camping. I would like to go camping for several days. Okay. And I would like to take the CJ5 for that, or possibly Jubal. I don't know. We might take Jubal. I don't know. It just depends. Depends on how I feel, Probably just take the CJ5 because I don't have to haul it up there. I can just drive it, which is nice. Just hop in it, pop the clutch, give the tranny a spin, and head it on up into the mountains, which is nice. It's so nice. It's just... Let's see, what else? Oh, I can't hear anything. Give me updates here real quick before we get the Jeep in here. My ears, I woke up the other day, I couldn't hear nothing. I can't hear a dump truck backing through a nitroglycerin plant. I can't hear nothing. I'm telling you, I was in here working on this truck the other day. My brother was talking to me. I didn't even know he was talking to me. I was laying up underneath the truck working, had no idea. I'm down there listening to the Bee Gees in my head, and my brother's having a full conversation with me. Thought I was ignoring him. All right, I wasn't. I couldn't hear you. All right. Which my hearing isn't great to begin with, but now it's even more impaired. So, like, I'm that much closer to Helen Keller, so that's cool, you know. But Helen Keller didn't have a beard like this, you know, so I always have that. Anyway, I'm going to turn the camera off, going to get the Jeep in here, and I'll get back with you. How about that? Sounds good? Sounds good. Don't go anywhere. Don't tune out. All right, don't adjust your station. Just stay right there. I'll be right back. Get it. All right, so we're back. Now, this is the tool I got. I've seen these before. I've never had one, and I'm hoping that it functions well. All right, let me get the stool, set you on the Jeep, and I'll show you this real quick. All right. Now, all right. So, this is a Aries bolt extractor. Okay, take a look at that. Take a look at that. It's like $22 on Amazon. All right, and this opens to 1/4 to 1/2 inch. And I think it's going to be pretty handy. I'm actually kind of excited about it because there's many times where normally you'd have to weld a nut onto the end of a stud or something to get it out. Theoretically, you won't have to with this. So what you do is, say you've got a bolt that's broke off, like this one back here is sticking out like this far, but there's no nut on it. I can't grab it with vice grips. I'd really rather not weld that close to the gas tank, considering that it weeps out of the overflow hose. And what you do is you put this sucker on there, and then as you turn it to the left to loosen, it tightens this chuck now. All right, so it's just like a chuck and a drill. And see, it comes out, it tightens down on that sucker, and the more you turn it to the left to loosen, the more it tightens. And theoretically, because it's grabbing over a larger distance, it's not just grabbing in one spot like a vice grip where it'll make it want to twist off. This is grabbing over a larger distance. So theoretically, studies have shown, okay, data indicates that this has a less likelihood of snapping the bolt off. Now, it could easily still snap off right at the very tip here, but we don't know. But either way, I can think of a lot of different times where I could have used this, and I should have had it a long time ago. The only complaint that I've heard about it is that once you get a bolt out, it's very difficult to get it untightened because it tightens so much. But, you know, then we can worry about that after the fact. You know what I'm saying? So let's try it out and see what happens. All right, let's try it. You want to try it? Do you want to try it? Let's try it. All right, let's roll back here. Oh, I came out here the other day, and the seat in this Jeep had so much water on it with the door closed that you would have thought that, you know, I had a sprinkler running in there. So that was pretty exciting. That's pretty cool. Oh, I've got another thing here. That was the other thing I forgot. Let's roll back over here to our filming station. Let's put you back up here. All right. So we got this. Just showed you that. All right. That's what that is. And then I got this thing. So if you watched my other videos, you'll know that there was all the rollover valve and all that crap for the gas tank has been deleted off this unit. And so that means the breather hose that runs out doesn't have anything on the end of it. And so, like, I just filled the Jeep up, and when you first fill it up, it leaks a little bit of petrol out of that hose. I've been trying to find something that can act as a breather that's not a pain to put on and everything else, and I found this. All right, this is a Holley. Holley makes this. You slide it in your fuel line, okay, in your breather hose. You mount it like this, vertical. It's got a breather port in it with a screen on it, okay, so that'll help keep big debris from getting into your fuel line. You mount it in an area that's not going to get a lot of dirt and crap on it. And it's got a rollover valve in it. So if you roll over, this unit won't allow that fuel to dump out. So it's actually It's actually a neat little thing. It's kind of pricey for what it is. I think this was, I want to say it was $30 or something. Oh, there we go. Let's just break it right now. Yeah, let's break it. But you can hear that. That's the rollover valve in it. So theoretically, if you've got the shiny side up, everything's bueno, all right? And then when you roll the sucker over and you get the greasy side up, then you hear that click, you hear that? And that will allegedly stop fuel from pouring out. Now, I don't really care about that, okay? What I care about is just having something that I can actually mount it up high, up in that pocket behind the rear fender well that won't allow squirrels and crap to get in there, and keeps water from getting in the top. So we're going to put this sucker on there too, because I'm kind of happy about that. So let's go back to where we were. I'm rambling. Let's do this, all right? But you haven't seen me in a while. Maybe you missed my rambling, all right? Maybe you missed it. You longed for the rambles of the Red Clay Traveler. All right, we're going to put this on the tire where I'll forget it 100%. If you look in there, that hose right there is my breather hose, okay? So we're going to cut that, make it longer, and this is your fender well, all right? We're going to mount it in this pocket. There's a pocket back here. We're going to mount it up basically kind of towards this tail light back here. Oh, another side note, we're covering all the bases today, ladies and gentlemen. These brand new lights that are waterproof, they'll make you run farther, jump higher. Look at how much water is inside that tail light. It's in both of them. I'm really happy about it. It pleases me. So yeah, let's take a look at this leaf spring bolt and see what we can do with it. I don't know if you can see it from here. Yeah. Like I say, I wish I had my tripod, but I don't. All right, so if you look right here, let's see. Can you see that? I'm trying to see. Yes. All right. Right here, you see that stud sticking out? That's the remnants of the leaf spring shackle bolt. And we're going to try to hook this sucker on there and see if we can't get it out, theoretically. I'm just going to set you on this rolling chair because I don't have anywhere to put you. And then I'm going to lay on the creeper, and we're going to see if we can extract this mofo. All right. I don't know that you'll be able to see anything, but we're going to do our best. We're going to give it a college try. All right. You might be able to. It's kind of dark. I don't have a light handy. Yes, I do. I'm making things up. Yes, I do. Here's a light right here. Sweetness. All right, so we're gonna put this light on it for you. Illuminate things a little better for you. Yeah, right there. Right there is that stud. All right, we're going to take that. We're going to come over here. Hopefully not get mauled by this massive rat. And we're going to get our extendable ratchet. If you don't have one of these, you probably should go ahead and get you one. All right, it's worth it, I promise. And get you one of these ratchets right here. Okay, get it regular length, and then it extends. It's very nice, very useful. All right. Eventually, I'm going to set up, not anytime soon, but eventually I'm going to set up probably an affiliate marketing account with Amazon, because I use a lot of different tools on here. And if y'all decide that you want to buy the tool that I use, then I can put links. Oh crap! I can put links in my description. So, like, if you wanted to buy this, okay, then you can go to that link and you can buy it, and I get like a very small percentage of that. But it's not anything I'm setting up anytime soon. But it is something I'd like to do in the future, because I get people writing me sometimes, ask me what kind of tools I use for certain things, and I don't do it a whole lot. I don't normally have anything special to show, but like something like this could be really handy if you're effing with these old Jeeps and Willys. So I don't know. It's something I've been thinking about, but don't worry about it. We ain't doing that yet. Okay. I do the channel because I love you. Okay. That's why I do the channel. It's not for money. It's for love. Okay. I do a lot of things for love. It hasn't worked out so far, but you know, that's a whole different conversation. It's probably just because I'm so good looking, if I had to guess. It's probably just they're intimidated by how good looking I am. I get it, you know. Red bearded, bald man that looks like a garbage man, you know, that's just, you know, some women can't deal with that, you know. I get it. All right. We're going to take off our fancy newsboy cap because we don't want to get Earl on it. And we're going to lay our weary head upon the creeper of sadness and see if we can't get this on. Oh, let's see. The creeper of sadness. Oh. All right. All right. Let's see what happens here. Oh, all right. We're gonna bend this bloody license plate a little bit. We're gonna slip this on there. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Can you? Yeah, maybe you can. All right, and you just turn it to the left the way you want it to come out. My other leaf spring was also held by one bolt, which is awesome. So like on the Willys and stuff, they're riveted, but on these, at least on this year CJ5, it's bolted, which is kind of strange, but I don't make the rules, people. Try to keep it straight. Come on. You feel it tightening down. This is pretty cool, actually. I'm kind of digging this. I could see this being really useful. Oh, no, don't bend. It's probably just going to snap it off, but at this point, I just want it out. It's getting tighter than Dick's hat band, let me tell you. It is, it's doing it. It's not spinning yet, but it is, it's doing stuff. Oh, snap off? Yep, sure did. Right on. Now, you're probably saying to yourself, why didn't you heat it, Red Clay Traveler? Well, I probably should have, but it's kind of a difficult spot to heat because it's actually hung in the nut that's inside the frame. It's not actually hung here, so it'd be really hard to heat the area that it's actually hung up at. But if you want to break a bolt off, this works pretty good. I mean, it's in there. I mean, you can see it snapped off in there, so. Yeah, so that worked out good. Pretty happy about that. I'm just gonna have to heat this a bunch with a torch, I guess, and That or I can drill it out, but then I don't want to drill out the threads. You know, I don't know. Why isn't this just riveted like it's supposed to be? I don't know. I don't know the answer at this time. I guess so that you could change it when this is destroyed. I don't know. But we got 2 on the other side, and that's always good. So we're going to have to weld a nut to this, heat it up, and try to get it out that way. And if that doesn't work, then we'll have to drill it out and then tap it, put new threads in there, and run a bolt in it. We could do that too. So I'm not doing that right now, but we can talk about doing it. That's pretty cool. All right, let's go on to the next project. Now that we've officially fixed this, let's go ahead and go on to the next part, which is this fuel line right here. If you can see that, I don't know, maybe you can. Let's see this right here is that fuel line. And so now we need to lengthen it, and it needs to come up into this area right here. Okay, and we need to attach it to something. Oh, that's a lot of dust. All right, dirt, yes. All right, so we're gonna pull this. Oh, we're gonna pull this line off. I know you can't see anything. Now, just forgive me, okay? What the hell is that? Oh, that's that other wire. Okay. Come on, just let go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let go. I guess you don't want to let go. You're really on there, aren't you? All right. Let me grab a pair of pliers, see if I can twist this off, and then we're going to run it up straight and mount it up there. And this would be happening if this was a high-quality gremlin, right? If this was a gremlin or a pacer, none of this would be happening. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? I gotta shave my head again like Britney Spears. I'm telling you, I gotta get out there and do it. So if you walk around the property out here, if you didn't know any better, it was like a used car lot. All right, I mean, there's so many old crappy vehicles out there. It's like a, BR549. It's just. We got Jeeps, we got A models, we got GMCs, we got Fords, so, we got it all. We got it. Willys, you want Willys? You want a Camaro? You want a Camaro? We got that too. Get everything you want, then some. All right, let's grab our fuel line so that we don't have to come back over here. We're gonna put you back on our rolling tripod made by Duralast. All right. We're going to see if we can't get this mofo mounted. Let's get our fancy thing as well. Put that right there. So how are y'all? Y'all doing all right? Matt J, Brian Poole. Man, y'all were getting sassy with me the other day about the FJ Cruiser video. I'm telling you, some of y'all are getting hurtful. Talking smack. Saying I'm driving my mom's car. Josephine was saying that, which I don't know. I'm glad we got some women commenting on the channel. I'm glad. It's nice. Let's see. I was looking at my demographics the other day for the channel, and the average viewer age on my channel is between 55 and 70, I think. There's literally nobody my age subscribed to my channel, apparently. Like, it's so small a percentage that, like, it's not even represented, which is nice, so I don't give a crap. I'm here to mess with Jeeps. All right, let go. Are you gonna let go? I don't care if any of these young children watch my channel. Oh, God, ow. Ow. Alright. I'd usually much rather talk to people that are significantly older than me anyway, because I generally have way more in common with them than I do people my own age, because although most people suck, I find that people my age suck a lot, and I'm not overly excited about dealing with people in my age bracket, if I'm honest. Like most of my friends are older, you know, they're Vietnam vets and stuff, most of them. Let's see. And of course, I don't have my knife. Of course, why would I? Why would I? Why the hell would I? Oh. The wind's blowing 50 miles an hour. I hope y'all are enjoying this video. You're probably like, I had to see Red Clay Traveler, then I make you this rambling video. Just, I hope you like it. It's for you people. Oh. Oh, let's not roll away. All right, so we need to make this long enough to get up into that. This fuel line also bought Amazon or eBay. It's AC Delco brand. It's really good fuel line, and it's not very expensive. It's made in Mexico, and some of this fuel line you gotta be really careful because you buy it and the gas deteriorates it, and it'll turn your fuel like black or brown and stuff, and it's not good for a carburetor. We're gonna make it this long. You can always make it shorter. You can't make it longer. There we go. We can save this piece of fuel line for future suffering. All right. We're going to take this and we're going to stick it back on there. I don't know what I'm going to use to mount it yet. There's not really, need to drill a couple holes to mount it properly. So what we're going to do for this, instead of using the correct size fuel line, we're going to take this pair of needle nose pliers and we're going to slide it into this fuel line, stretch it open, and you can even open it with the plier ends. This will usually stretch it out enough to get the barbed end slid in there. There we go. That's what you want. That's what it looks like. So now this is vented and it's got the rollover valve. It's still rollover valving, so that's good. Alright, we're going to put this right there. This needs to be mounted vertical. Alright, because if it gets sideways or comes loose, it's not gonna do its job. Alright. Let's see. I think we got the socket in here. A socket. It may not be the right socket, but we got a socket. Is it the correct socket? Apparently it can be. Right on. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to drill a mofo hole right here. Let's get you in there. We're going to drill a hole Actually, there's already a couple holes there. I didn't even see that. We'll just use those. Yeah, see those 2 holes right here? We can just use that. Yeah. Right on. Which means that, well, actually, no, we can't. I want to mount it higher because this is going to be, well, I made it too long. Of course you did. Of course you did, Brake Lake Traveler. Of course you did. God forbid that you actually look at anything before you do it. That'd make too much sense, wouldn't it? It surely would. It surely would. All right, let's cut a little bit off this. Just horribly apologetic about the filming circumstances. I know I keep saying that, but come on. Like you. There we go. Alright. We need our scalpel. Not a scalpel, spreader, whatever they call it. Slide that back in there, stretch this out. I don't know. Maybe you can. Maybe you can't. I don't know. Yeah, we're working up in this quadrant. Yeah, you can see something. All right. We're going to take this, and we're going to, well, actually, we're going to put this zip tie through the hole. Through that hole. Now, there's that. I know this is a terribly exciting video, but it's all part of the Jeep life, man. I'm going to run a zip tie to hold this fuel line kind of up, kind of suspended, so that it's not like just bouncing all over the place. And I'm going to kink it, but it kind of hold it. Alright, that's pretty good. Theoretically, that shouldn't move. I mean, hypothetically speaking. And it is vertical, so we'll throw another couple on it just for giggles. If we can. That'll kind of keep that fuel line. Alright, I'm going to show you now. I'm going to edit out a lot of this and just deal with it. So this is what we got. Okay, sorry. Right, I was just telling you that I was finished mounting this the way I'm going to mount it for right now. And my battery died, so we slammed another one in here. It's at 100%, which means it's good for probably 20 minutes, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. All right, so we got it mounted. I'll show you real quick what it looks like, how I did it. Nothing fancy, nothing special here. Just good enough. for right now. We're just trying to alleviate a problem. All right, so what we did, this is the valve breather thing that I showed you. There was already 2 holes existing in this pocket, okay? You don't want to mount something like this out here because the tire's going to throw mud directly against it and water. So in this pocket, although mud does get up in here, it's not as violently directed at it. All right, so you mount it vertical. It can move just a little bit, but it can't roll over. So this will allow breathe, and I face the breather away because mud can still get thrown through these little holes in this panel. So we mount the breather hole away. All right. I ran some zip ties to support this hose up so that it's not chafing on any metal. And also, while I was under here, I kind of zip tied this wire to the tail light a little better than it was. But yeah, so that I'm going to call good enough for right now. And now this is the bolt that I snapped off earlier. I'm going to have to address this later. It's not super pressing. I would only be really worried about it if I was like really torquing the suspension, four-wheeling. I'm definitely going to fix it. I'm just not super worried about it right now. I mean, because this bolt is fused in there apparently, so it is still acting as a fastener because it's fused in there, and you've got this bolt. Plus, I think this is actually welded. I think it is. I don't know if it's supposed to be, but it feels like it's welded a little bit in that one spot. But we're going to have to address this at a later time. Let's throw this tire back on. And I haven't forgot to the guy that said he wanted to see cold start videos on all the Jeeps, which is only 2 right now, but eventually will be 3, or 15, 20, 40, whatever. It's just, I want it to be colder. Like I cranked this Jeep today after it sat for like a week. All I did was pull the choke, turn it over for maybe 3-4 seconds, cranked right out. So it's not really quite cold enough, so it wouldn't really be demonstrating much. Jubal is the same way. Jubal cranks like instantly. So if you choke him just a little bit, it's a little bit harder to get them to crank if you don't choke them. So, but I'm still going to do that video, but I think I'm going to wait for it to get a little bit colder so that it's a little bit better of a video. Because all these Jeeps are a little bit different on how you crank them. Like Jubal likes to have a couple pumps, then the choke turned on, and then usually he cranks just instantly because it's Jubal we're talking about here. This still freaks me out, and I really don't understand. I've never noticed this before on anything else, but this is the factory drum on the factory studs. And do you see how much that drum moves? Do you see how much the drum moves on those studs? Hear that? That's the drum moving back and forth. Look at that. Yeah, look at that. Okay. I can move that inside the drum. I'm not used to seeing that. I've never seen that on anything else. But that's, from what I can tell, I ordered the factory drum for this. It did that, and the one that was already on it was doing this. Now, once you got the wheel on here and everything's clamped up tight, it really can't move much, you know, because otherwise you would see these holes wallowed out, which you don't see. So I just find it strange. It's kind of upsetting. It freaked me out really bad the first time I've seen it, but I've been driving it. It's not, like I say, it does it on both sides. Take a look at this. Brakes real quick. A lot of brake dust in there. But they appear to be wearing rather evenly. The side of the drum looks good, so that seems to be wearing quite well. Lots of dust though. It's a little looser than I'd like to be sliding it on, but I had it when When I put it on, you could just barely turn it by hand. It was actually probably a little too tight, so this is what it's clearanced itself to after driving it maybe 400 miles since brand new brakes are on it. So, and it stops fine, so I think we're all right. I think it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good enough. All right, let's put this tar back on. I'm never going to forget my tripod again because this stuff sucks without the tripod. And it sucks for you, it sucks for me. Everything sucks without the tripod. There we go. All right. I gotta get some new lug nuts too, because some of these are tops are breaking off of them and stuff. Let's see. Y'all gotta love this Blair Witch freehand filming pattern here. I'm really liking these tires, these Maxxis motors. They're not too loud. They don't have a crazy amount of road noise. They ride really good. The Jeep drives good. I'm very pleased with them. All right, let's tighten these suckers back down. Oh, no wonder this thing's weak as a kitten. It's not on the right side. I tell you, I must be a popular man because I'm getting all the phone calls today, and I don't know why. Anyway, let's finish tightening the tire up if we can, and it'll be great. It'll be grand. That's probably tight enough. We don't want to snap them off, okay? Because generally on these Jeeps, or at least on Willys, the stud, I think, was supposed to be 70 foot-pounds, and I probably just did those at 100. So we're going to call it good enough. All right, so what have we accomplished here today? We've told you stories. I've rambled incessantly. I snapped a bolt off because I refused to just heat it, knowing damn well that I needed to heat it, but I chose not to. We discovered that this tool is, I think, would be really, really good if an asshole heats the bolt, which, I was hoping. I've had bolts that you would never think you could get out come right out. I've had other ones that look like they're brand new snap off. So it's just sometimes you just take the chance, you take the blow when you get it, you know what I'm saying? But I am pleased with this overall. It worked. It grabbed it good enough to snap it off, so it's a functioning thing. Got the rollover valve mounted, all that kind of stuff. So I'm hoping here in the future, I'll be gone. Now we've added another destination to the trip, so I'll probably be gone for 2 weeks at least. When I get back, I'm going to film you some content on Willys, all right? It's going to be either more than likely on my brother's Willys truck, or it could be on the 2-wheel drive Willys. Or it might be on both, baby, but you're getting some Willys action. And hopefully some camping action. I try not to make too many promises. I've made some videos in the past where I said I was going to do stuff, and then it just didn't work out. And it's just, usually it's like I was going to do a bunch of stuff with the forward control Jeep truck, and then I was going to make a bed out of that other Willys. And basically just crap gets in the way. I got to get stuff sold. I need money for other stuff or for other projects, and I don't mean to overpromise and underperform, is what I'm saying. So I love you all deeply. Deeply love you. All right? Now, carry on with your lives. Reach the sea. Conquer the sea itself. All right? And remember, the Breakaway Traveler is here for you. Ain't going anywhere. And just get out there. Live your best life. Get out there and just do it. Buy yourself a Jeep. And just remember that Red Clay Traveler is proud of you. Get it done. Get it. Yeah.